Hello everyone, I'm Woody, and I want to thank y'all for tuning in to my channel, A New Life with Woody. First off, I want to thank all y'all who have subscribed to my channel. If you haven't subscribed, can you please click the subscribe button and the notification icon so you can have the notifications when I post these videos. So I put my first video on the other day, and it was a really heartfelt video. Afterwards, I reflected on the video and I cried. To me, it's opening up to new people. It's a way of myself to be able to put myself out there so people can get to know who I am. But right now, I want to talk about something that happened at work today, and it reflects on the preciousness of life. There was an incident that happened at work that I wasn't involved with, but the scenario revolved around my company. So we ran out of material. I work at an HVAC company. I'm not going to say the name, but we ran out of material, and normally we tote the material up to the floor in which we're working at. Well, we're working on the 4th floor. So today, the superintendent of the job site offered to use the lift, the boom crane, to actually lift our whole material up to save us some time so we can go on with our business. The parking lot that's in behind the building where we're working at, they had just laid the concrete and the asphalt. So there was a section when he pulled up that it hadn't laid down, so it was soft ground. So this guy lifts the boom up 4 stories with all of our material on this platform. And it looked unstable to begin with, and I didn't know why he didn't put the outriggers on, but this guy shifted the lull to the left, and the whole weight of the material shifted the crane. So instead of him putting the outriggers right away, he decided to use the outriggers then. So using the outriggers, the right one touched down first and tipped the crane. And I was like, oh my God. Next thing you know, within seconds, the crane is tipping over. Tell me why this guy thinks he's a superhero. He literally jumps out the cab of the crane and puts his hands on the side of the crane like he's gonna hold this big thing up. Come on, y'all. And it's like a deer in headlights. He's trying to hold this crane, but the whole time the crane's tipping over. With a split-second thought, I screamed to this man. And I'm gonna upload I'm gonna upload pictures of this. I screamed to him, run! And by the time the man realized that he was in trouble, he ran. Within seconds, he ran underneath of the boom, and this thing missed him by seconds. Life was a fleeting moment in his existence. He almost lost his life today. And that reflects back to me. Within a shadow of a second, life can be taken. We take for granted every day waking up what's going to happen to us, the situations that, arise in our life. So the message that I want to put out today on this video is, don't take life for granted. Live life to the fullest, but be careful. Understand that things happen. You got to understand that we as humans, we tend to not think about the consequences of our actions or other people's actions. Today, several people came to me and, they thanked me for what I'd done, because that guy was stuck. He didn't know what to do. And I don't know for sure if by me screaming at him actually alerted him, but I would like to think that he heard me and he ran. He did come up and he did thank me, but I didn't delve too much into the situation because the man was shook. I mean, he was literally shook really, really bad. And, it upset me, it rattled my nerves, but thank God. I thank God that the outcome was as is it was. Forget the crane, forget the materials that we lost. A life wasn't lost. And I'm thankful for that. my mindset now, I value life, and I hope each and every one of y'all value life, because it can be taken at a notice, at an instant. And for me, I just want to, put out there that, it brought memories of me and my situation with my victim. It happened in an instant. I didn't have time to react. It just happened, and for me, it really brought back some memories, and it rattled me. So just be careful in life and what we do. Think about your loved ones. If you leave for the day, tell them that you love them. Just think about the consequences that can happen in everyday life, like driving a car or riding a bike, or even at work at a construction site. Life is too precious, man. We only live once. Make the best of it, but be careful doing it. So today, my video drops with Jay. I'm very excited. It drops at 4. I hope y'all tune in to Jay Williams' Let's Live Life. Like I said, I'm excited to see how I look on camera. That night was a good night, man. We had a really good time. We had a good dinner. My girlfriend, she cooked Filipino food. She's Filipino, and I helped her with the whole meal. So Jay had a full stomach. He was in a good mood. We were feeling ourselves, and I'm just excited for that to come out. So y'all drop some comments in the comment box how y'all thought about my video. It's gonna delve deeper into my childhood and how I was raised and the things that I did when I was growing up. A lot of it ain't good. I just ask y'all, please don't judge me. I made mistakes growing up, but that's not the man that I am today. I thank God every moment that I wake up for bringing me into the day and giving me a chance at a different aspect in life for that day, because I only live for today. I had a chance to talk to a couple of my friends that seen the video in which I posted, and they were shocked. Not in a bad way, but in a good way, because I necessarily don't open up like this. But it's a new me. It's my new life. And my mantra is, let's do this together, and I need y'all's help. So once again, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Help get this channel off the ground. Like I said, y'all's input matters. I'm gonna try to respond to y'all's comments. So if you drop comments into the comment box, I'm gonna do my damnedest to respond until it gets just out of hand and I can't respond to you all. So I just had to make one brief message for everyone. So it made me happy that my sister, I'm not gonna name her name, but she watched my videos. And I actually did a live last night with a good friend of mine. His name is Chris Life Willers. He has the 100 TV on YouTube. If you haven't checked him out, go subscribe to his channel. He's got a real positive message. He brings everyday life and every struggle that you have to a different level. He's able to bring the best out of you in that interview. And I really thank him for bringing me on his platform last night. It really meant the world. And I shout out to you, Life, man. You my dude. Much love. I can't wait to do more in the future with you. But today, man, I'm going home. I'm going to take a shower. Probably my girlfriend's going to come over. Going to cook some food, and relax for tonight. Tomorrow night is the first night that she gets to meet my sister, so I'm happy with that. She's nervous as all can be, but that's to be expected. She's really shy. But I want to talk about, my transition, into society in a whole. It's been easy for me on the outside, but I've been terrified on the inside, and I do my best to try not to show it. My sister called me yesterday and she asked me, she was like, are you struggling? Are you able to maintain your bills? Are you able to maintain this? Are you doing this? And, a part of me wants to, clam up and not explain it to her, but she's asking me for a reason because she cares for me. And, I'm doing good. But yeah, I do struggle. It's hard, coming out of prison after serving 22 years. And before I went to prison, I'm not gonna lie, I was a mama's boy. So like, I lived with moms, I didn't have that many bills, and I didn't have the responsibilities I have now. So for me to come home and put myself into the situation of everyday life that all of y'all have been dealing with for God knows how long, yeah, it's hard. Balancing your money, making sure you have enough money for this bill, food, gas money, and spending money. And like I told y'all, I'm fixing my mom's house up. And every ounce of my money, I've been putting into that, whether it be the floors and painting and, just cleaning supplies and, everything that I need. And crown molding for a new vanity for my bathroom, the tile for the bathroom. And I'm proud of that. But it's hard because I'm not balancing my responsibilities based upon the things that I really need, because I'm spending it on my mama's house. The outcome of the house, I hope, is going to be wonderful, and I like to show y'all and keep y'all up to date with what the progress in which I'm making. So if y'all got any insight on how I can, budget, I'm ready to listen, and I'm all ears. But, I wanted to tell you about a good friend of mine, man. Y'all will get to meet him. His name is Jitterbug. I call him Jit. He's from Florida. He had a life sentence plus 35 years. He went to prison when he was 17 years old for attempted murder on a law enforcement officer and kidnapping. He served 20 years in prison. He actually got out the day before my mother passed away in 2017. I met this brother in 2003. We was at a prison called Lake CI, and he became a friend. He became a brother. Him and I were young. We didn't have a care in the world. We were ripping and running like I told y'all. And, we ended up at several different institutions. And when we were separated over the years, we kept in contact through his people or my people. Snail mail, 3 ways, you know how that goes. So ever since he got out, he's been keeping in contact with me until I got out. Well, he's down in Florida right now, and I want to bring him on my channel one day so we can discuss, some of the things that we went through as young men in Florida Department of Corrections. The struggles, the fun times, the heartaches. He has a story to tell. He's a really good guy, really funny, but he fell upon that I believe in 2012, the Supreme Court ruled that you cannot give a juvenile a naturalized sentence for a non-homicidal offense. And he was able to get released based upon that. And the lottery numbers on that was there was only 377 youthful offenders in the country that got released. And he was one of them. But that's my dude. I talked to him last night, and he told me how proud he was of me. And that meant a lot, because coming from him, he knows my struggle. He knows I don't open up. He knows that life is hard for me at times because I get frustrated, and I'm seriously working on that. My buddy last night, Life, was telling me about he had PTSD. I don't know if I have that. I don't know if I'm shell-shocked from prison, but I do know that I have carried some of the traits of being in prison home with me. And I guess you can call that institutionalization. And for me, I want to shake that, because I still find myself, having the thoughts that I was having being in prison, the organizational skills, the thing. Look, call me crazy, but just about 2 weeks ago, I went to go take a shower, and tell me, why was I getting frustrated? Because I could not find my soap dish. I could, and I soap dish. I got body wash in the shower, but I was looking for my soap dish. So it's the little things that I need to work on, and I'm gonna ask y'all people to please drop comments on, you know, if you've dealt with the situation, if you've been locked up, how did you shake that? Tell me how y'all overcame some of the heartaches and how y'all overcame some of the disparities of being in prison once you were released. I'm open ears, I'm listening, and I'll give y'all feedback that y'all give me. But yeah, man, life is good today, man, because we're alive. You're here, I'm here. I thank y'all once again for giving me the support, the great comments that y'all put in my box. Man, they're really inspirational. It gives me that motivation, gives me that drive to continue on this platform. You know, like I said, if I can reach one person, or even if one of y'all can reach me, man, I appreciate that. And that's bringing tears to my eyes, because I don't want to go back to prison. I really don't want to go back to prison, man. You know, I know that I can do right. I know I have a lot of good in me, and for me to have some kind of mishaps that's gonna send me back to prison, I can't even fathom that. I can't because I don't think I could ever do another prison bid, man. You know, the struggle's real. The struggle's hard. The struggle is real, and I'm lost for words on that, man. You know, I don't think I would ever consider myself doing anything stupid. Now, if I'm out about with somebody and somebody tries to hurt me, yeah, I'm gonna defend myself. Yeah, I'm gonna defend myself. And for me, that's something that I don't want to ever have to do. I don't ever want to have to you know, come up with that idea of doing that. But if it ever transpired, I would, or my family. I'm gonna look out for mine. But every day I wake up, I'm thinking of positive thoughts. I thank God when I wake up. I thank God to give me the strength to continue through the day. I ask God to give me the motivation to press forward, because I'm not looking back. I got a couple of people that I keep in contact with in prison. Like I said, my circle is close. But, you know, those people are like-minded. I don't want to put myself in a position that sends me back. I don't want to put myself into any type of environment that people are doing wrong. I can't afford to do that. And I'm not going to do that. You know, I've been watching some of these other videos, you know, like off the yard, you know, that's Big Lance. Shout out to you, man. You're doing a good job out there, man. Y'all guys give me the inspiration. I got a homeboy. His name is Redmond. You know, I'm going to bring him on the show, man. He's got an organization. He came out of prison and started. It's called Give Back to the Block for Portsmouth, Virginia, man. He reaches the youth. I got a homeboy named BJ, Hulk Smash. I just talked to him on the phone. He goes every Wednesday to the youth center in my area and has a workshop with the kids. He told me, he says, you can't go once a month. You got to go every week or the kids are going to give up on you. You know, that's why I want to put videos out, because I don't want y'all to give up on me, because I'm not going to give up on y'all. You know, I told y'all's opinion matters, man. Let's do this together. I told you, that's my mantra. I'm going to stick with it. And, you know, these guys that I'm dealing with, they've been to prison. They're like-minded. But I know they're doing the right thing out there. They're not ripping and running. They got families. They've obtained their rights back. They've obtained credentials and certificates, and been awarded prizes and stuff like that from the government. You know, met with the governors. Like, these are the guys that I look up to. They give me inspiration, you know, and I thank all of them for that, because they're my friends. I just want to live life to the fullest, man, and press forward. You know, I'll tell you about a situation. It's a personal situation, but my older sister. I have an older sister, and we don't get along. I love her. I'll never stop loving her. But the incident happened, when I came home from prison. I had some money. I saved some money up. But when I got out of prison, some people gave me money. I got a loan from someone. And I bought my vehicle. And she asked me where I got the money. So she automatically assumed that I scammed somebody out of money. And I basically told her it was none of her business. And, it isn't. I got to pay that money back. I got a contract that I signed, and I'm going to pay that money back rightfully. But she automatically assumed that I was scamming someone. And to me, that hurt, because all this work that I put in, coming home from prison, all this work that I put in, she don't see the change in me. She still thinks that I'm that same person that scammed, got over on people. She still thinks that I'm that person. If she ever watches this, listen, I love you, sis. And I don't fault you for that. It's none of your business what I do. I'm a grown man, but at the end of the day, you should have faith in me that I'm doing the right thing. That's what I'm saying. So there's things in my life that I'm dealing with that have bearing, and people like y'all can relate to me. So drop your comments in the box, man. Give me some insight how you dealt with the situation. I said I'm open ears. But yeah, life is good. But I'm gonna jump off of this for now. I'm gonna upload them pictures. I'm gonna pick back up in a little while when I take a shower. Like I said, I just got off work. It's 9 minutes to 4 o'clock. I'm looking forward to Jay Williams dropping that video at 4. So y'all tune into that. Drop your comments in and let me know what y'all think. And let's do this together, man. And I'll talk to y'all soon. Much love.